like China have always been a step ahead. They always try and if you're getting let's say 100 megabytes internet speed, China gonna be 500 megabytes internet speed. That's for the average. If we get to 500, they're gonna be on 1,000. So the latest gadgets that we use today, China, some gadgets we just think about, China are producing them, and it's normal for all those what you call that, you know, that you open your phone and then something what you call hologram, whatever. China's already producing things not at the same level as movies. Like you've seen that movie Wakanda, Black Panther. When they speak, they open the device and somebody pops up. China, like they're in those type of levels. You know, they're always trying to get because they want to be the big boys now. So they're always pushing to be number one. If you can do this, we'll do it better. You know,
and that's why they're now over there in Africa trying to establish their system over there and over there in Jamaica, because China, they just don't give a shit. Their thing is just, look, we looking to take over. We're the next in power. That's the kind of spirit that they're dealing with. But when you read the book of Psalms, it tells you, why would the heathen imagine a vain thing? Because the thing about it is China, it looks like they're going to be the next superpower based on how they're operating, they're moving, but that's not what prophecy states. Prophecy says something else, that we're going to be the next in power. Okay, and all of them Moabites, them gooks, some snaggy-eyed gooks, they just going to be under us for 1,000 years, man. And then we're going to release them and they still going to be tributary to us. That's the end all be all. Go on.
When it earlier on, exact same topic now, spoke about it when you stay at home.
Give me what you got, brothers. You got something.
Well, Jeremiah 48 verse 29. We have heard the pride of Moab.
Oh, man.
He is exceeding proud.
Beautiful.
His loftiness and his arrogancy and his pride and the haughtiness of his heart.
I think, my brother, can you read that again? Because that goes right into the point, man. Because Moab is proud of Moab. Moab is just over. It's pretty much over Esau, man. Damn it. Go on, brother.
Yeah.
Especially in martial arts.
Yeah.
Wow. Jeremiah 48 verse 29. We have heard the pride of Moab. He is exceeding proud. His loftiness and his arrogancy and his pride and the haughtiness of his heart.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why they coming in that spirit, man, where they just want to, they looking to just take everything, man. They moving like how Esau used to move. Back in the 1800s and 1900s. Yeah? But, yeah, he's bugged out his mind, man. I wouldn't worry about that.
A little hooligan, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't,
Little Wayne, innit?
I wouldn't waste no time looking at that guy, man. But yeah, like I said, man, China's trying to move like Esau, man. But like the scripture says, the heathen imagine the vain thing, because what they're doing is all going to result to nothing. It's all going to result into, it's just time wasting, energy wasting, dog wasting. Because at the end of it all, it's just going to be them being under our foot. Matter of fact, brother, give me Psalms chapter 2, verse, I believe it's verse 4. You know, and that's all it's going to result to, man. All of this stuff that Esau did and all of these heathens are doing right now, it's all going to lead to them being destroyed, because it's all competition. Verse 1. Go on, brother.
Psalms 2, starting at 1, it says, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?
The heathen are raging right now. They're in a state of rage. You got the Pakistans linking up with Iran, all right? And then you also have, I said the Pakistans. I should have said the Pakistanis, right? So you got them. So you got these guys linking up, these nations linking up together because they're arranging against America, hoping that in their mind that they're gonna take over America and override the kingdom and set up their own kingdom. But no, go on, brother.
The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed.
And that's eventually what they're going to do. They're going to come up against the Lord. That's what you call the war in heaven, where these different powers that the Lord set up, they're going to fight against the Lord and feel miserable. That's in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter.
Like you say, what you just said is because, like you said, they're all doing their little things, coming together, but they're not even considering Israel. They're not even considering. That's not even on their radar, man. But it's going to be a big shock. Not to everyone, because these are like we always say, these elites. These are the elites. They know the game. They know the truth. But the rest of these heathens out here, it's going to come as a shock.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 48 verse 40. For thus saith the Lord, behold, he shall fly as an eagle and shall spread his wings over Moab.
Right, he shall fly as an eagle and spread his wings over. That's a good scripture too. He shall spread his wings over Moab. Okay? So Esau, matter of fact, read that again, brother. One more time.
Thus saith Yahweh, behold, he shall fly as an eagle and shall spread his wings over Moab.
Okay. And so what the Lord is going to do, what's that?
The chariots are going to come to
That's what I was going to talk about. Right? So yeah, that's what's going to happen. The chariots, they're going to override Moab because we have to revert back to 2nd Ezra 13, how they're going to put aside their difference and fight up against the Lord. And this is why beginning with what's his name, DJ Trump, he was pretty much bringing forth this idea of space wars. So he's pretty much first on top of what's going on concerning what's going on in the heavens. All right, but it's going to get to that point where read that verse which you just read before. That's a good verse too, brother. It's a good verse. Now let him finish that, brother. I know you had your precept first, but let him finish that one. Because he quoted that one. Yeah, finish that one.
Alright, I'll start again. Psalms 2:1, it says, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed.
Right, and Moab's going to be a part of that. Moab's going to be a part of taking counsel against the Lord because of his pride. So let's go back to Moab now. Read that, brother.
Right, verse 41. Kerioth is taken, and the strongholds are surprised, and the mighty men's hearts in Moab at that day shall be as the heart of a woman in her pangs.
Right, and the mighty men of Moab shall be as the heart of a woman in her pangs. In other words, the Lord is going to pretty much bring that fear, that ultimate fear in the heart of Moab. Because they're going to see, like you said, brother, it's going to be a shock. Because they're not even considering Israel. So when they see Yahawashi with the chariots, they're going to see that power that they never even thought could even come up against them like that. And they're going to be scared. That prideful energy that they come with, it's going to be shut down, man. Okay? And the Lord is going to show who's really running the show here, man. And you other nations, it's going to be declared that y'all not going to be. Hey, listen, man. You other nations are going to be declared as nothing but slaves. Right? Nothing else, nothing less.
And Moab shall be destroyed from being a people.
Right, and Moab shall be destroyed as being a people, man. Now, the nation of Moab, they're still going to be around. But what this is talking about is the Lord is going to destroy their whole entire setup, man. They're going to be a destroyed people. That's what it's going into. Because Moab is still going to be there. Because Moab is going to go on the enslavement and pretty much fulfill their punishment on earth. Go on, brother.
Right. Because he have magnified himself against Yahweh. Fear and the pit and the snare shall be upon thee, O inhabitants of Moab, saith the Lord.
And the snare is going all the way back to this war that's spoken of in Jerome. Yeah, read what you got, brother, real quick. Read what you got.
Basically, I was going into Psalm 2nd chapter on the word rage. It's ragash in the Hebrew, and it says to be in tumult or commotion, to conspire, to plot. And going back into the situation where the brother mentioned that Moab is plotting to be the next rulers of the planet Earth. Setting base in these different smaller countries, making deals with them so that they can take over. The same way Esau, like trying to put everybody under their date. Because they think after when Esau goes down, that they're gonna come up. You know? So that's why the scripture says, why do they imagine a vain thing? Okay? Because the scriptures have already said what the blueprints are.
Exactly.
When Esau goes down, Israel is coming up next. Okay, the brother read the pride of Moab. they think they're gonna come up next. So that's all against. They're going against their plans. Are basically trying to go against what the Heavenly Father said. You know. So why do the hidden rage and the people imagine a vain thing? That's why he says, if you people so greedy, he said the Lord is gonna laugh at them.
You know what? You got something to say?
Yeah, because when they say it says Moab shall be destroyed from being a people because he have magnified himself against the Lord. That doesn't mean that the so-called Moabites, they're literally they know the Lord. They're puffing themselves against the Lord. That means that they're magnifying against His word, basically.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're basically trying to. They got their own will and trying to establish their own will over the will of the Lord. That's what it means they're magnifying against the Lord, His word.
Okay.
That's what it means about all these nations. They're the adversaries of the Lord because the Lord has His will, but the other nations they're trying to go about to establish their own righteousness. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Instead of submitting themselves to the righteousness of the Lord. You know.
Well, you know what the scripture says about that in Psalms, what is it, 147? Lord, how's it going? It goes they know of nothing concerning the laws and the judgments. Because other nations for a long time, they've always established their own righteousness anyway. With their own different gods and all of their different things. Okay? So they don't even have a clue about the law. But the point of the matter is they will know the law. Okay, because when they see that power, matter of fact, brother, you can read that again. It says that he shall fly as an eagle against Moab. You read that. That's a beautiful precept right there.
Same chapter, Jeremiah 48, verse 40. But thus saith Yahweh, behold, he shall fly as an eagle and shall spread his wings over Moab.
Right. So you may think, see, there's a Moabite right there, potentially a Moabite. Yeah. Yeah, she got with the Edomite. Yeah, so read that again, brother. I got distracted. Yeah.
But thus saith the Lord, behold, he shall fly as an eagle and shall spread his wings over Moab.
Right, and see, you may think and read this, right? And you may think this is talking about Esau. That ain't talking about Esau. This is talking about Yahawashi. As we all know, in the book of Revelations, it talks about how when Yahawashi comes down, he's going to come with the multitude of angels. Okay, as birds, as birds flying a flock, that's how he's going to come. And that's how he's going to override these nations with his power. So yeah, brother, give me Revelations. You got a precept. You got a precept.
Oh, that's what we talked about earlier, about the chariots over Malaysia, isn't it?
Hold on.
Yeah, one of you brothers hold a sign or something. Hold on.
Here is Isaiah 31 verse 5. As birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem, defending also,
nice.
He will deliver it, and passing over, He will preserve it.
That's how he's going to come up against Moab. He's going to come up against Moab like a flock of birds, because it's not going to just be this gigantic mountainous chariot, but you're going to have a multitude of other chariots that are going to pretty much take over the skies. Alright, so that's what it means, but then at the same time he's going to deliver the children of Israel as well as. So the Lord is going to do two things at the same time. He's going to destroy the enemies of Israel, okay, and himself, and also deliver the nation of Israel. Go on.
Right. So it says verse 44, he that fleeth from the field shall fall into the pit, and he that getteth up out of the pit shall be taken in the snare.
Go on.
For I will bring upon it, even upon Moab, the year of their visitation, saith Yahweh.
Right, that pride, man. Because the Lord is going to visit Moab too. It ain't going to just be the Lord visiting Esau. No. Moab is going to get that visitation. And it's going to be a shocking visitation. You know what I mean? That's all weave, brother. That's all weave in the makeup.
Yeah, no,
it's all make-believe, man. That's that witchcraft they use, you know what I'm saying, to deceive men, man. But that's all going to be, but you know what though, in the kingdom of heaven, the Israelite woman, she's going to have a natural beauty about her. You know? But anyway, I don't mean to jump the topics, but yeah. So yeah, Moab, they're going to get that visitation, man. Go on, brother. And also, you gotta also understand this too. You got Israelites that are in Moab as well. Go on, bro.
There were
Yeah, the Lord is going to pay them a visit, man.
oh yeah. They that fled stood under the shadow of Heshbon because of the force. Well, fire shall come forth out of Heshbon, and a flame from the midst of Sihon, and shall devour the corner of Moab and the crown of the head of the tumultuous ones.
And that's how the Lord is going to destroy them with no people. Matter of fact, brother, read that verse again when it talks about how Moab is going to be a no people. Read that particular verse again, because that's how he's going to destroy them, by taking the head, taking the government power from them, destroying the top position of their power. Go on.
Verse 42, and Moab shall be destroyed from being a people.
Yeah, because they're not going to have no power structure, because that head is going to be destroyed. Now go back to what you just had before.
Right. Verse 45, they that fled stood under the shadow of Heshbon because of the force, while fire shall come forth out of Heshbon.
Heshbon is talking about an area within Moab, but they don't live in the people of China, the so-called Chinese people. They don't actually live in the land of Moab, but they live in a different land. Okay, so whatever area within China is going to be destroyed and obliterated, that's what is going to happen. Go on.
Well, fire shall come forth out of Heshbon, and a flame from the midst of Sihon, and shall devour the corner of Moab and the crown of the head of the tumultuous ones.
So that's showing you right there also that the Chinese, they're going to be affected by the nuclear war as well. And see, what we got to start doing, man, is we got to start reading scriptures about Moab as well. Because they're the ones, although it's about, Jacob and Esau, that's really the main thing. But Moab is very prideful too. When you walk past these Moabites, they just think that they're the shit, man. They have this attitude like, my shit don't stink. They really believe and think. See, that's what I'm saying, that pride, man. That's a prideful Moabite. Instead of looking in our eyes, that's a proud view. And that's showing you right there what we're saying is true. Okay, and that shows you the power of the scriptures. When we read the scriptures, don't speak about a scripture or a nation within the scripture, it manifests. That's the power. That's how you know that this Bible here is the complete, unfiltered truth of the planet. That's how you know it right there. Go on. Now you can just read a verse, you speak of the verse, and it manifests right there. Go on.
Yeah, woe be unto thee, O Moab, the people of Chemosh perisheth, for thy sons are taken captives, and thy daughters captives.
Right, in other words, they're going to go into slavery, if I'm correct, brother. That's what's going to happen. So all of Moab, they're going to be destroyed as a no people. It's going to be taken over. See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But brother, any other nation could have walked past the camp. Indians could have walked past the camp, but
generation.
they walked past. And that's showing you right there that that's Moab right there. Kind of camera on that, brother. That's Moab.
And I used to work for Moab down there in Chinatown. It's called Hungry Panda, that they deliver Chinese food, right? And I used to make like £100 a day. And I'd work, they pay me per hour. It's about like £8 per hour plus £1 for every drop I make. So I give like 2 drops an hour. That's basically £10 per hour. So I was working for them for like what? 3, 4 months, 5 months last year. And what happened towards the end,
I remember you told me this agency ago.
yeah, and basically the guy that I was working for, he didn't even give you like a P45, like a pay slip. He just give you the money.
Straight like that?
Yeah, like through your bank account, transfer it. No pay slip. And what happened was, like, one time, I worked for like 4 days, right? He only paid me for 3 days. I was looking like, what?
See, that's
I called him up and said, like, what's going on? He said, oh, it's because you signed out too early, and then you turned up to like a little bit too late. Then I was like to him, according to the law, you're still meant to pay me the hours that I work for. That's by law. He said, I don't have to pay you. I don't have to pay you.
He does have to pay you. According to
saying
law.
what that? This is a Moabite, straight up Moabite.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this guy thinks this is China, man. This is not China. This is England.
It's England, yeah.
He comes here thinking that this is China. Another one.
We used to eat their garbage food. I don't eat their shit.
Yeah, it's
When they sort of go to their shop to
yeah,
buy their food, man, it disrespects you when you're purchasing food in their places, man.
they do.
It talks to you like you're dirt. They don't even say, if I was to own a business and you used to come to me and spend money on my business, I'm going to thank you for spending money on my business. And I watch them. I used to watch them with the other heathens, how they treat the other heathens. You can see how they treat us differently to them.
Yeah, because they think that we ain't shit, man. That's just the thing about Moab, and that's one thing I've noticed with Moab. They're very they look down on people of a darker hue. That's what they do. You know what I mean? But that's all right because it goes back to the pride again. You see, when you're prideful against a nation of people, right, or just any nation, you're going to be more prideful of those that are at the bottom, and that's the spirit of Moab. You know what I mean? But that's why Moab is going to get a foot up his ass, and we're going to enjoy whooping that ass too. Yeah. Okay? That's just the thing, man. Go on, bro.
Yeah, because he didn't want to pay me for the 4th day, and I cussed him out. He was running his mouth. He's a manager. He's like the boss. And yeah, you're not supposed to speak to me that way. Yeah, you're not supposed to speak to me that way. And everything like that. I'm thinking,
it's no more bites.
Yeah, but you didn't pay me. And I'm thinking, so I'm your manager. You're not supposed to speak to me like, something like that. I was like, give me my money. And, you know what I'm saying? I remember saying that to him, give my money. He was like, I don't have to give your money. Then he wound up giving me, how much this motherfucker gave me? He gave me £50. Half of what he's supposed to give me.
Right.
And then I try to find out what can I do legally against them and shit. I think it's a long process, like taking them to court, and it's a lot. So I'm thinking, the Lord's gonna get this guy. I'm gonna get him. You know what I'm saying?
You might have him in your basement, brother. Your backyard somewhere.
He's paying you the way he's paying you, because the way he's paying you, there's no contract, there's no records, there's nothing, so he can just do what he wants.
Yeah. I've done that before.
They got that Chinatown, they got all of that stuff, really because it's under Esau. Esau gave them a squeeze, to produce. All right, read that, brother. We're talking too much.
This is Lamentations 2 and 15, and it says, "Oh, that pass by clap their hands at thee.
Come.
They hiss and wag their head at the door of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty?"
Yeah, that's the mindset of these nations, man. Even Elam got that mentality too. They see a Jake and they panic, they get scared and all this other stuff, man. And they just look down on us, man. And this is something that Jake, I'm talking about 2/3. They don't realize that the world don't like you, man.
Yeah.
The only thing they like you for is to produce that damn stupid rap music or whatever music you're promoting out there. But other than that, man, you're nothing, man. Okay, but that's all right, because in the eyes of the supreme power that created all of this existence, we need something to it. We're more valuable, so it doesn't really pretty much matter what man thinks, because man is just what? Flesh and blood. So really what we should be giving what we should be doing is, if we're smart, we got the spiritual common sense, we should be giving our honor to the Lord himself. We don't need to give honor on what man thinks about us, because it ain't about what man thinks, because at the end of the day, man is not calling the shots. Who's calling the shots? Yahweh is calling the shots. So fuck these people out here, man. You know what I mean? You gotta work for these devils or Moab or whoever you gotta work with, just do you and just get your money, man. You ain't gotta get all carnal with them. Just do what you gotta do, because you know at the last end, you're gonna have that foot up their ass.
Right.
Okay? And that guy is gonna remember you too.
Yeah.
They're gonna be all bumped out their mind, man. Shell shock and shit. Go on, brother.
Proverbs 8 verse 13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy, and the evil way,
Right, and
and the
that's
forward mouth do I hate.
Yeah, you can stop there, brother. And that's another thing. That's one of the things that the Lord hates: pride and arrogancy, man. And that's one thing that Esau got and Moab got. They got that pride and arrogant spirit, where they walking around with the chest up to the sky, head up to the sky, looking at you like you ain't shit. The Lord ain't dealing with them kind of spirits, man. If anything, the Lord is going to destroy them kind of spirits. Okay, go on. Yeah.
I gotta say something because Moab was always proud. If you look at his martial arts movies, look at the movies, man. You see how proud he is, man. He's just sitting on the throne with his look. You know what I'm saying? Got this haughtiness about him. Even the martial arts movies, you know, they got that pride. Just watch them. Because I ain't gonna lie, when I was young, I used to watch all them kung fu movies.
Yeah, me too.
You know, Snake and the Eagle Shadow. You know, them Jackie Chan movies, Jet Li. Them roots are proud as hell,
They would wear
man.
them
Them drunken masters,
Long mustaches.
drunken masters. You know what I'm saying?
So like it, because I used to practice karate and kung fu, right? And when you go in the dojo, the room, like how you line up is according to your rank.
Wow.
And I got to a very high level, but they always put me in the back row, man. I wonder, how it works is that the higher you are, you're further at the front. So you had black belts, black belt first stripes, brown belts, and then it goes all the way down to white belts at the back. And I was always in the first or second rank when I should have been at the front. So I went to the sensei, and he said that his master over him basically said, like, you know, martial arts is meant to stay within the Oriental East.
Yeah.
And if you've got people that's practicing, you can't be up there.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want to exalt you. Like,
You should have fucked them up. You should have.
Nah, man, I can't.
Yeah, but you know what as well, the thing is that if you look at anything that Jake does, man, that Jake
they always excel.
Yeah.
Always
But
excel.
everyone else is showing them up. That's what that comes down to.
Yeah, when they pass a law,
Yeah.
try and prevent Jake from excelling, man, in sports.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When they pass a law like in basketball, I think Jake invented the slam dunk, and they invented the law to stop him from doing that at the time. Because he was whipping all them white boys, them Edomites on the court, basketball court. So they invented laws to stop him from doing certain moves on the basketball court. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they still do the slam dunk and all of that, but back then they kind of outlawed it because, you know, it was just making Esau crazy, man. Because everybody's doing it now. You even got so-called white boys that probably are Israelites that are slam dunking now. You know what I mean? Well, actually, you do. You do actually. You're going, man.
No, I'm just saying, you know. First of all, Jake excelling in everything. Now they're taking over NBA, they're taking over NFL.
Yeah.
Do well, it's to take over golf, to take over golf, to take over tennis.
Yeah.
That's why it is.
And those are just the physical aspects of things. You give us a chance to do the academic side of things, to do the same
Taking
thing
over
there
that
as
too.
well.
Yeah. Like them Nigerians, man. Boy, oh boy, them are some smart asses over there, man.
Yeah.
You understand? Like they'll promote Moab as the smartest people on the planet and all of that. But Jake, the kind of stuff that Jake be doing in Nigeria, man, them dudes on a different level. But it just goes to show you that Jake always excels.
And that's why, like, a lot of the times you see Jakes, they're having all these little meetings. They always say, oh, you know, if we come together, we can stop all this violence, and we as a people can come together, and then we can build our communities and all that. See, the reason we don't excel that means because the Lord has blocked it off, man.
That's the main reason why. Yeah.
If it's either by His way, by His truth, we come together as being an Israelite, then the nation can be established. Aside, because He says, "What no man shall buy you." Man. So we cannot free ourselves from this nation's bondage, other than the Yahawashi.
Yeah.
You know? Because Jake knows, man. Jake knows we are smart as a people. Physically, we can dominate. Intellectually, we can dominate. By just coming together as a nation, together as a people, the Lord is breaking that apart. Because we're not supposed to come together in this kingdom
This
like
time
this.
right now.
That's why we're being brought together as what, man? As the elect are being brought together first. You know?
But yeah, brothers,
we
just gotta, we gotta stick in the scriptures now. You know, we can talk, but we gotta stay more in the scriptures.
Keep
going.
This is Isaiah 60:14. It says, the sons also of them that afflicted thee
Yes.
shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet.
And this is the thing, brothers. Like, look, man. Like, this is real. This thing is for real. What's being played out right now in this life is being played out for a reason. You know, this is not something that is willed by man. You know, this is something that's actually being willed by the Heavenly Father. Okay, the estate of man is just by the will of the Heavenly Father. Whatever estate of man is, or the Lord put that estate of that man, is of the Heavenly Father. Okay, and it's going to come a time and a point where that's going to be fulfilled. It was already said that the children of Israel would go into slavery, okay, and serve slavery and all of that. Now, it's also being foretold that the contrary is going to happen. The other nations are going to serve slavery under us. So read that one more time, brother, and then you can read yours.
He says, the sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee.
So it says, all the sons that have afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee. Brother, if you can give me that sign, where's that sign, man? You know where all of the nations are bound before the Israelites right now. I got that. That's ultimately what's going to happen. That's ultimately what's really going to befall the planet. Okay, no matter how you miss the beat, man. Like I said, all of this entire life, this entire existence, this is temporal, man. This is all temporal, but this is what's going to happen for real. And when this happens, it's going to be eternal. This is going to last forever. And it's going to get to the point where people are going to be used to seeing us in exaltation. Like how it is right now, the so-called white man being in exaltation. Okay, if a so-called white man comes out with a suit and tie as a scientist, you got to take his word for it, because he got the little turkey neck right there, and he's got his suit and tie. Yeah, it's gonna come a time when you see an Israelite with the woolly hair and the woolly beard, you're gonna shut down. Right. You're gonna know your place ultimately, and that's gonna be forever and ever. So all of this is just temporal, man. Matter of fact, brother, give me what Paul said, man. You know what Paul said? Paul said something to the effect of, for this is our light affliction, which cannot be compared to the eternal glory. If you can give me that. So this is the reality of it all, man. Because the way it looks right now, if you look at the way it looks, actually, if you're carnal minded and you actually look at the world as it is, it would seem like this could never ever happen. This could never ever happen at all. Alright? But that's if you're carnal minded. But if you're spiritually minded and your mind is inclined or in tune with the word of the Lord, it's clear and it's evident that this is going to happen. Okay, and the Israelite man, starting from the tribe of Judah, is going to get his respect back on earth. But see, the head tribes or the kingdom of Judah, they're not getting no respect. Even the other tribes don't respect the head kingdom.
Yeah.
So Judah's going to get their respect back, man.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen. And then all of the other tribes, obviously, they're going to get their respect back. But it all begins with Yahawashi. And that's what's going to happen on this planet Earth. This ain't going to happen in the sky somewhere or in a different universe. It's going to happen down here. Yeah? Yes, so read that.
2 Corinthians 4 and 17, it says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory.
And that's what's happening right now, as the brother just read. The sons that have afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee. And that's a part of our affliction. It's working for these devils. And each devil is pretty much telling us what to do like with children.
Right.
We have to wake up early in the morning to work, and we ain't getting nothing in return. Okay, we're being on what you would call taking advantage of, but there's another word I want to
exploited. Yeah, exploited.
Exploitation. That's what we're going through every single day. But all of this exploitation is going to lead to this.
Right.
You understand? Because as the saying goes, all right, before you receive the honor, you have to be humiliated first.
That's
so
right.
being humiliated so we can get to this point right here.
Right.
All right? Because we're not just suffering, just to be suffering. We're suffering to lead up to this point here. And this is what's going to take place on the planet Earth.
Yeah.
Like I said, because the soul